if you look at LGB, because we saw LGB, who now have a chance to actually fight for this top 4 placing, and they were in a position where they were playing without their caller. They were just run and gun. That was just what they were doing, just rando commando, just going for all kinds of crazy stuff, because that's the situation they're in. Without a caller, they were running around like headless chickens. But with Pyth, they could do that pretty damn well. But now with, as I see in the knife round, they have Dennis back, their caller. They look like they look so much stronger. It's crazy. So this is really anyone's game. And
wow, Titan not messing around, just following them into T-spawn.
And there you go, Virtus.pro take
didn't
that knife
prove
round.
to be a good idea. Now, I think a lot of this map's going to come down to how Titan play on the T side, because I think the CT side is going to be very strong for Virtus. It looks like they're starting on the CT side as well, so we're going to find out. I mean, I think Titan are going to want to get as many rounds as possible on this side. I think they're probably going to put Kenny S in mid on the CT side, so we'll see if they can shut down mid, or if he's going to have problems from the underpass. But I do think that Virtus.pro on the CT side will probably decide who wins this map.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how they actually handle the CT side, because lots of teams are mixing it up, because there are so many options. And just I like to see Scream and warm up there. Only to be crushed by Pasha there, but Pasha's actually one of the most stable AWPers. He's really glorious to watch. You have your flashy AWPers, but it's really nice sometimes to just see the really kind of just very solid, slow, kind of methodical,
reliable
AWPers. Yeah, we were talking before about I think on the couch before coming on the stream.
The
here.
eSports sofa.
Yeah, eSports sofa in the Twitch office, about just how complicated it can be to have these crazy AWPers, because you need kind of a balance there, because a crazy AWPer can put your team in very, very terrible spots if they take too many liberties, which they don't really have to take.
Yeah, I think JW can sometimes be put in that category when he's pushing smoke on his own with an AWP. Sometimes it goes his way, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, Pasha is a very solid, reliable AWPer. Question is, he's got not one but 2 AWPers to go up against here, so it'll be interesting to see on the T side whether he chooses to face Kenny S in mid or not.
Yeah.
Time will tell. But
I don't know if Taz is having like a bad day or something, but he's tagged up as scumbag Taz. I don't know what's up there.
It's probably because of of last week's match and the betting stuff, I reckon. The skins. But
it's
never
all
mind.
about the skins, man.
It's all about the skins.
It's all about the skins. So it looks like we're actually jumping into the first round, the pistol round. I'm really, really hyped for this. I can't wait to see what happens in this opening round. I'd like to see Titan I just want to see a Glock train. Just give me a Glock train.
That's what you want?
I want a Glock train.
You are a dirty boy indeed. Okay, Bomb going towards A here. It's a 3-2 split with no one really covering mid on Titan's side.
Got the grenades on Scream actually. Scream like fully loaded on nades over here. We can see he's actually, he's gonna be a good guy to watch to see how Titan plan to go with this. So it looks pretty obvious right now, seeing Scream's position with all those nades. It's gonna be in a
well, they've got 1 smoke and 4 decoys, so
could be for the fake too. But here they are. They have a split going in through connector up the slope. Smith is on a mission, gets shut down there by Snacks, and Pasha is going to try to help with the retake. The bomb's not even planted yet, but it's a 2-on-2 situation. But Taz now all alone against Scream and Kenny S. Let's see if he's able to pull this one off. The bomb still is not planted, so he's got
going towards B.
Options here. Nice, he does take down Scream. So this is going to be the 1-on-1 Kenny S and Scumbag Taz.
Well, let's see if Scumbag Taz can do it. It's, I think, first headshot wins here. Who's going to peek first? Taz being patient with the 1-shots there. There we go. Just funny enough, that's how, if you look at Scream, for example, that's how he always shoots with pistols 1 shot at a time, because he knows, especially on the pistol rounds, all it takes is 1 shot to the head. So he's not the type who's just going to hammer the trigger button. Just 1 shot is all that's required. Relies on his aim, and Taz takes it around there for Virtus.pro.
Definitely, and we're actually seeing, of course, the eco coming in now from Titan. They got the bomb down, so no pistol armor shenanigans. Just going to go with a few CZs and some P50s. So let's see how they're able to, if they're able to really accomplish anything here. We see, of course, FAMS all around. We've got Taz over here with that M4A4. And I do like that teams are mixing in, you know, one strong rifle. Although Taz's position's quite forwards. But let's see how this goes now. I mean, Titan, they'll be happy if they get just three frags or something. Just force some rebuys of some weapons, get some damage onto the economy of Virtus.pro. They know that they're buying next round no matter what. So it's not too bad for Titan, considering they got the bomb plant.
Yeah, they've put the bomb actually in a dangerous place where it could get dropped and they could lose it here. So it looks like they're just going for the economic damage rather than the plant. Also looks like they're trying to fish out a little bit of information, but they're getting savaged by Virtus.pro here. And only NBK remains, and couldn't really pull anything off. Hardly did any damage to the Virtus.pro side there. I think it seemed early in that round they were trying to. We had one guy lower A. I think they were trying to see what the setup was, see what the best place to try and push was. But it seemed like they kind of gave up afterwards, and they were just spread too thin to really get anything done in that round. Whereas if they tried like an early Russian A, they may have, you know, got lucky, picked a few heads, and maybe got a bomb plant.
Yeah, definitely. And now we're actually seeing, of course, all the AKs come into play for Titan for their first buy round. One thing to note is actually they're quite light on grenades. Only Kenny S with a full buy on those grenades. So this is going to be really limiting for them. They're only going to have like one big chance on a push on a site if that's what they end up going for. They don't really have the smokes to really use in mid to try to take over mid. And Virtus.pro, they are peeking into mid. They got quite a bit of information. So it looks like we're going to see a split on B here. But the bomb is actually quite far back, so they can rotate, pick up the bomb and go for an A play if they force some rotations from Virtus and play on the confused state. But right now, things are looking decent for them in mid, it seems. They're actually moving around connector. And Virtus.pro, they seem fairly aware of what's going on, setting up a good defensive kind of perimeter, kind of closing off connector from the A side.
They've got the flank on short ready as well, if need be. So if he doesn't get picked, then Smithy could be in trouble here. Got Screaming CPL, takes out Neo. It's a 3-on-2 here for Virtus.pro, but one of them's only got 19 HP. That's Pasha Biceps, and Scream gets eliminated. It's a 2-on-1. Can Kenyes get the bomb plant here? No one's in CT, so he should be okay.
So just going for that plant. He's against two men. Pasha's fairly low, but Kenny S, he's got a big job to do, and he's got that AK in his hands. Maybe not the weapon of choice, but will it do the job? And those are both players are now. They're both incredibly low at this point. Kenny S, he can really do this round, but he's reloading at the most inopportune moment, and unfortunately for him, he's not going to be able to do it. Maybe a pistol would have been a better choice, but it's a pretty difficult position to be in. So unfortunately, they won't get the round, but at least they got the bomb plant, so that's something to be happy about. And they are going to go for another eco, it seems.
That was really unfortunate for Titan there. He had good positioning to face one player at a time, but he kind of, you may not have realized, but he completely exposed himself to lower A with his back to it as well. So he had, I think he just moved back a little bit too far, but he could have still salvaged that round. That was unfortunate for him. And we have two smokes here for Titan. Looks like we're going to have the full A push after all. They've got no one in upper A, so that smoke won't do much for them. Now let's see if they commit to this. We've got 3 people on A for Virtus.pro with one in connector. So they should shut this down if Titan do go for the push, but we'll see. And here it comes. So NPK goes down. Smithy goes down as well. Are they going to continue? They're looking uneasy at the moment, but there's a kill there for 2 kills for Stream.
Scream with that PT50, dangerous stuff there. The smokes are actually helping them now, but oh, they both line up for Neo. He gets the double there. The bomb is dropped, and if Existence can somehow find some bullets onto Pasha, which Pasha probably won't allow at this point, he's probably just going to be thinking, I just need to survive, let my mates clean this one up. That's what's going to happen. But they got 2 weapons down, and that's decent. That's some economic damage. They have plenty of money now to get the buy going. And are we going to see any AWP from Kenny S? That is the question. Burns into my mind. He's toying with us.
He's toying with us. Oh, there it is.
So let's see what he's going to do with it.
He was Hollywooding in T-spawn for a while. Then, as the counter came down, he's like, all right, guys, I'm going to get it.
Oh, look at this. They're making a bit of a read here that there'll be an aggressive push up mid from Virtus.pro. This is, of course, something Virtus.pro do entertain, the idea of.
We did see this with Wizards as well. They played mid very, very passively against Virtus.pro, but Virtus.pro, they waited for them to get into their comfort zone. Then later on in the match, like, okay, now we're going to push you up mid. But again, I mean, Wizards didn't have KennyS on their team, so it's going to be a different story against Titan. We'll see how Virtus.pro change things up kind of 3-4 rounds from now.
Yeah, so just kind of applying a bit of pressure into maybe some grenades, some presence, and KennyS going to sweep back for the bomb pickup and going to make his way back to Way. They've got he's going to be the man on slope then by himself with that orb, and they have a couple players in connector, one in A house, so it's going to be a split on this A. This is going to be quite a difficult rush to pull off. Let's see if they're going to be able to do it here. We have, of course, Taz watching this upper house area, and Existence pressuring in connector. So he's got to take down that player on short. Big frag for Existence there. Neo could have been a really big problem on the flank, but now MBK with an entry onto Taz as well. And Titan are going to be flooding into the bomb site. Things are quite chaotic at this point. Existence again with another frag on a man at short. Existence is on fire in this round. Can he get the third? He cannot. It's just Pasha left. Only 14 points of health. He's going to be thinking about that save. MBK Smith's alive. They should have this in the bag at this point with the bomb plant. Pasha is going to go for it and might just be able to pull this one off.
That snap from MBK really flipped the A bomb site on its head for Titan here. So this should be their first round. I wonder where the guy in Palace is peeking. Is he looking or is he just holding an angle? I'm not sure. I think he's just I think he's the last resort. He is peeking. Okay. And he gets the trade, and that's the first round for Titan. Sometimes people stay in Palace, but they don't peek. So if the guy on site gets picked, then he can just stay hidden until he hears someone go for a defuse and pop out and try and tag them. But in that case, they wanted the trade kill, so one of them went down, the other one picked him off straight away. So that's
into round number 6, and that was a very costly round for Virtus.pro despite pulling out the victory there. So. Oh, sorry, rather, that was a costly round for Virtus.pro despite Titan actually making it work. It's also costly for them, so the economy is not really, it's kind of shaky at the moment for both teams. Very fragile situation, and they're both looking to try and stabilize it. But with players at this level, you can see how insanely strong they are in the execution. You peek out for a moment and your head gets blown off. I think my man of the last round was actually Existence, really locking down short, which is really, really important when you, just isolating the players on Virtus on that A bomb site is really strong. Once the push finally does come in, you have to worry about those flanks. A lot of pressure off of your shoulders there. And you can see Titan now, they know that they have this advantage, that KennyS is going to have an AWP in mid, uncontested. So they seem a lot more confident this round, taking over mid. But we do have KennyS swinging on back. And as they make their way into into A rather, looks like they are taking some losses. And you can see Snacks here in the B bomb site, keeping it real.
The bomb is a high risk of being isolated in connector, and now down it goes. That's big trouble for Titan to pull this round back. They're going to have to try and be sneaky. KennyS here, going for the peek in the corner. Is he going to get the kill? Yes, he is. Scumbag Taz goes down. Virtus.pro still got a guy in CT, so they should be able to hold this well. It's 3 versus 2. 3 versus 1.
Nice. KennyS is starting the work. There is one frag, another one, in fact, is second of the round. Snacks is coming around from CT. Let's jump onto KennyS now. He spies that bomb. There's not much time. He's in a very, very tough position here. But will Virtus.pro peek at all? They're actually going to peek, and oh, he makes the flick shot. Brilliant shot from KennyS to save his AWP. And that is the best thing he could have hoped for there in that situation. But Titan, they are looking at a 5-1 scoreline in favor of Virtus.pro, so the pressure is definitely on. But at least KennyS has got his AWP still. But what are they going to do with this? They're going to have to try and combine their forces somehow.
It's quite interesting. Virtus.pro are just completely giving up mid to KennyS. So like, go ahead, have your fun. You can't plant the bomb in mid, so you can jump around with your AWP. KennyS, as you can see, he's approaching mid. He's checking every nook and cranny. They're just waiting for the what must feel like inevitable push from Virtus.pro, but Virtus.pro still playing passive. Normally, the default setup from Terrorist on Mirage is sending 1 guy to A, 2 guys mid, 2 guys B. They've gone for 2 guys A this time and 1 guy B. I mean, there's not really a whole lot going on in mid at the moment, so they feel like they can put 2 guys in A and try and go for a pincer movement, it seems. Although the bomb is mid, so it could still rotate to B if they get a pick on short.
And this is that kind of nice 3-man setup on A that I was talking about before. It's really strong. We're actually seeing, though, reinforcements coming in onto CPL or player moving into jungle there. But either way, Virtus.pro quite a strong setup, and now Titan, they are, looks like, working on that A push. Existence going to go for the same moves, trying to shut down Short as he did previously so successfully, and Titan are going to go for this A push again. And here it comes in. Smith's already facing out of the A house there. Wow, snaps Bialy's neck there with the AK, goes for Taz, but doesn't make it work. Scream now in a pretty nasty position. He's actually flashed scumbag Taz, and he will go down. So it's a 2-on-3 situation. This is was going okay for Titan, but now it's just Kenny S left again, and so much on his shoulders right now. He's going to secure that round with relative ease, actually. They pretty much worked it out, and they handled it pretty damn well.
Nice spray there from Pasha to take out Kenny S. It did take a while, but I think Kenny S was flashed, so it wasn't too bad. Virtus.pro had the CT covered there, and it's so hard to plant the bomb on A when CT's covered by a CT, because most of the bomb site is exposed to CT. You can, when you normally see the standard 3 smoke setup on A that covers connector, CT, and connector stairs, a 4th smoke is sometimes put down in the middle of the site, which plants it on the opposite side. So it's easily defendable for the Ts, and they don't have to expose themselves. Pasha could be in trouble here. He needs to get out. But it is an eco here from Titan, so they'll do well to pick someone off from that distance with the P250. Scream on 1 HP, a solitary single digit of life. And down he goes. Now, the bomb is going towards B, but again, across the map, so there's nobody getting trade kills. If the bomb goes down, that's pretty much the round done for them. But, you know, I think their chances... Well, actually, looking at Virtus.pro, they've got 3 players here who are on really low health. And one of them's gone down. And again, they've got 3 plays left. Titan could still potentially get a bomb plant here. And there's a second AWP with the AWP, but... No, just too many players, too many angles. That was unfortunate. There was a bit of potential there, but, you know, mid is not the place you want to be when you're on eco.
Yeah, it was definitely. I saw Sniss. He picked up the AWP and he's like, oh my god, I got an AWP. And it's not just an AWP, it's Asimov as well.
It's just like the old days.
Yeah, and I think he's about to make a run for it. It's like, I'm going to save this. But then he kind of was like, I should probably help out my friend in mid here. But yeah, definitely hard times for Titan. They're really far behind all of a sudden. It's 7-1 in favor of Virtus, and they're doing a wonderful job so far on the CT side. We've got Pasha working the AWP, pushed into a house here. So that's now they have a bit of a buffer on the money. They're taking the aggressive risks with the AWP, and that's a really, really good move to make. And Snacks might see some traffic over here on the B house as he gets that smoke there. Yeah,
it looks like Titan are going to go for the B. Neo goes down to a nade from Scream. We've got 3 Titan plays in mid right now, and have they decided against B? They've got to pick on A, so it's Virtus.pro are stretched pretty thin right now versus 5 plays from Titan. It should be Titan's round.
And Titan are actually regrouping at the moment. They have got that bomb. They're swinging it over to B, and it's going to be a lot on Snacks to make some frags here. He does get 1 on Scream, but there's 2 players rapidly approaching through the house. Can he deal with them? Smith is going to take him out. That's a huge loss there. They are going to get that bomb planted. There's a couple players in... Well, there was one in kitchen, but he's down. Taz has been extinguished now as Pasha walks silently through kitchen. He's in a 1-on-3. Smith is fairly low, but Kenny S and Existence are fairly healthy. This is going to be really tough, but Pasha... He's flexing. He's up to the task. I
don't think he expects to win the round here. I just think he wants to keep them on as little money as possible. He's got money to buy next round. He's even going to get tagged from the side. Still alive. That'll do him. He's out of there. As I was saying, yeah, he's got the... If he loses, if he dies anyway, he's got the money to pretty much do a full buy next round. So he just wants to keep Titan as poor as possible. He wants Titan to be poverty, so they can't get a full buy. They can't get the nades. They can't get the smokes to kind of, you know, shut down angles and just make it hard for them. So they may win the round, but he wants them to win the round by the skin of their financial teeth, basically.
I like it. Yeah, they're definitely in hard times economically, and they're going to need to get a few rounds together here, because if they lose this again and without getting a bomb down, they're really looking at another eco most certainly. After winning one, getting reset again on the bonus money would just really suck. The consecutive round loss bonus would be gone again. So it looks like they're playing it slow. They spread out along the width of the map here. The bomb is dropped in T-spawn. We can see usual setup here coming in from Virtus.pro. They actually look like they've been spread fairly thin on B. They're playing be more kind of reactively. They just stick one guy there, and if they make the deduction, then they throw another guy there. But they're putting a lot of focus on A and on mid. So that's how they're choosing to do it. And now we're seeing all the nades get thrown over here into A, and Existence is going all the way around the back. Flankers Taz though over at Shadow with one. There's many more to follow though. Kenny S is looking for some heads. Will he find any? He will find the head of Taz, but that's all he's going to get. An Existence last man standing, and there's really no hope for him left in this round.
That was excellent counter flashes from Titan. They were...
Wow.
Wow. Okay,
was awesome.
That was nice. We got a team kill in there. Pasha taking out Neo, so I have to say sorry on comms for that. But that was excellent site defense there from Virtus.pro. Obviously, they've practiced against these smokes, which I don't know how many teams have, but they just had very well-timed flashbangs, which allowed them to just eliminate the people pushing site. And it's just a very strong hold. Again, I do think this match may be decided by Virtus.pro CT side, but we'll see how well Titan's defense will be when it comes round to switching it. But again, Virtus.pro is such a dangerous team, and we've got another eco here from Titan. Now, again, they're more bunched up than before, but they're all going down mid, so they're going to be exposed to 3, 4 different places at the same time. But it seems Neo's doing all the work on his own at the moment, taking 2 frags there. Well, Kenny S pushing connector.
Nice pop flash for Kenny S there to get the frag onto Pasha. Actually, they got 2 frags on the board. It's just Scream left though. But it's one of those things. I remember when Anders was last down, we talked about like sometimes, you know, it's a better situation for you to let the opposing team win a round, especially if it's the T's, so that they lose the round.
The win bonus.
The consecutive
it's
loss.
What, $2,700 is it?
Sorry?
Is it $2,700, I think?
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, if you let them win one, then they get reset. They can't suddenly buy every round again, which is what the situation amounts to. So it's one of those like
that's
weird situations.
one for the boffins, the number crunchers.
Yes, exactly.
I'll speak to my accountant about that. If I had an accountant.
And it looks like so far, you know, Titan have to do a massive job on the CT side. If
doesn't look like
keep this
Smith
going.
can buy a gun here. He's got the pea shooter. Let's see what he can do with it. And again, we've got 1A from Titan and one hanging around in T-spawn. Is he okay? Or I'm not sure. Okay, he's moving now, so he's still got no gun, but we'll see if he can pick something up as we go along. Again, Virtus.pro almost ignoring mid, save for someone looking in connector. So it's all about protecting the bomb sites here. They're doing really well with this. It's mostly been 3A, 1 mid, 1B. Now they've got one on shorts, it seems. They've got Existence pushing the underpass there, but again, can they take a site? Delayed smoke into Palace from Titan, and we've got 4 guys in mid for Titan. NBK goes down to Neo. And there's flashbangs all over the place. Late smokes coming out from Virtus.pro as well. They're just holding the sites very well, but let's see if they can hold this bomb site defense.
Snacks, great support coming in there. Smith with a pea shoot, he's going to take down Neo, but again, another easy round. 10 rounds on the CT side. Pretty nice. They're going to be feeling pretty damn good about this. Titan, where do you feel like they're making the mistakes here? Do you feel like then they haven't got the right approach when it comes to, let's say, the mid control, or let's say they should be working B more? How do you feel like Titan could do better here?
I think a lot of it is down to Virtus.pro's defense rather than Titan's attack. Like, I think Virtus.pro is just so strong, although B hasn't really been pushed. I mean, Snacks has pretty much been on B on his own. Normally you see Snacks in the apps, but against a team such as Titan, he knows better than that, and he's just playing from side. So I think Titan have expected Virtus.pro to be a lot more aggressive, and they've been quite passive, and they haven't adjusted. Titan haven't adjusted, and that's why it's 10-2 right now. So we've got Taz kicking people off here on A. See that P250 can do some work here. Next hit wins, I think. And Scream goes down. This is looking fairly dire for Titan. You know, they've occupied mid, but they haven't been able to get anywhere. We haven't seen any boosts from them, I don't think, into sniper window, what's also known as CPL here. So
I think they did it once, and they actually won that round. I think I remember Scream getting up there, but that was it. Yeah,
I mean, from where Existence is now, you can smoke off the window in shop to go for a B push. But I think we might have seen one proper B push here from Titan. I'm not really sure, but it's just again the delayed smokes from Virtus. Really good timing on their smokes, just to shut down any potential ideas from Titan. We've got Snacks just wallbanging through into apps here.
They're setting up a NA split by the looks of things. Couple free connector and upslope. And here they go, actually tossing in those grenades. And straight in they go. Pasha to take down Existence. But Smith will make his way through connector. Does get shut down in the end, though. And it's a 3-on-3 at this point. They're still trying to get some position. And Taz is locking it down over at Shadow. Gets the next 2 frags for the finish. And that's going to be very well cleaned up. And it seems as if Titan just cannot catch a break. They got in all the positions that they wanted to on the entry. They didn't get blocked by nades. They got their nades off and everything. But it just didn't seem to work. And Taz's presence on Shadow seems extremely strong.
They're just throwing guns on the floor like it's some kind of bazaar at CT spawn. I think Titan, when they review this, they need to look at Virtus.pro's counter flashes on the A site. But I don't know how much flashes they're doing on the A site. It doesn't seem. Oh, the auto sniper's out. Snacks. I think that's the first time he's jumped up and properly peeked without kind of doing the Super Mario Brothers left and right on the wall, and they weren't prepared for it. But who knew he'd have an auto sniper in the last round? And he's just firing away into apps now. This is looking. I do wonder if Titan really know what to do. I think they're just going for picks now and trying to play off them. We've got Byali here on A with 6 HP.
I love that smoke Byali threw into the apartments there because he knew that he had to cover more angles. So by keeping that smoke alive and then placing it at that moment, it allows him to be able to like look at connector where the traffic is in the immediate sense and try to like be safe in doing that despite being exposed at house. And looks like Titan, they cannot hold on to mid at all. We just scream left. He has the bomb in front of him by his feet right now, but it's a lot of work to get that pickup. He's going to go down to the auto sniper, 13-2. Massive half coming in from Virtus.pro on the CT side. And Titan surely have a... I mean, they can just lose on the pistol now. They only got 2 rounds. They can just... The game can just end in the next 5 minutes.
See, when I was saying to you before the match started, on Mirage, Virtus.pro are like a lion with a baby deer in their mouth. I mean, that's pretty much what we've seen there. They are savages.
It's really interesting because you'd really have to go back to the demo and just look at it because every single rush that Titan tried to play up against Virtus.pro's defenses, Virtus.pro their setups they just locked it down with their setups perfectly. They never seemed to be out of their comfort. They never seemed to be really in bad positions. I mean, they were always able to support one another. They never really got isolated on the defense at all. And it just seemed like every time Titan played for B, Virtus.pro would always work it out, and they just rotated, took their time in the right spots. It was just like a walk in the park for the polls.
Before we went live today, we were talking about poker and the kind of the meta game in poker. Playing what does your opponent expect of you? And obviously, you're going to play against what they expect, and that's what we saw from Titan here. As he saw Kenny with the AWP, he was playing very, very passively at the beginning of rounds on mid because he was expecting Titan to push. They didn't push mid once that whole round, and look at the score's 13-2. So
Yeah, that's actually a really, really good point. They were expecting a lot of aggression, indeed, and it just never came, which actually wastes time for Virtus.pro in a sense, because it wastes their timings in a lot.
Now look at this. Virtus.pro threw 1 smoke, and I think Titan threw 3 grenades here. So what have they got left to defend this bomb site with? They've been baited, and now the rest of the smokes and the flashes come out.
Nice, Kenny. Yes, already with 2. Doesn't get the 3rd, though, but that's a great job. A lot of stopping power there. Just Byali and Taz to try to make something of this round. Pretty bad situation. Trades going all around. It's just a 1-on-1 at the moment. Can Scumbag Taz do it again? He runs out of bullets there. Falls back. Plenty of time, but not a lot of health. And MBK has some armor, so it's going to require a headshot here from Taz. And he hits it with 1 bullet.
That's
amazing
disgusting.
Shot.
Oh, my God. What the hell just happened?
Oh,
he had the right job, though. He had the right gun for the job, but whoa, that was a serious shot.
That was the only way to do it as well. Like he had to hit the first bullet or second bullet or headshot, or else he's just
That's
dead.
2 pistol rounds that Taz has clutched, and those have been very important pistol rounds. If they lost a pistol round on CT, Titan may have had quite a few more rounds. 1 dig, hashtag 1 dig. Bring the pinatas out for that one. Holy crap.
That was horrific. God, that was beautiful. And that's actually gonna be a nice way to start this one off.
Interestingly, Virtus.pro aren't really protecting the gun that just dropped down on mid, but I don't think Titan are foolish enough to go for it anyway. So,
yep, a big risk on the position there.
Yeah,
gonna stay tight on this defense. They have a nice little line here and a bit of a bit of some cute stuff going on by Slope there. Let's see if this little kind of stack will work out in their favor. In come the grenades. Great grenades straight in onto the Slope there. MBK just barreling down onto their position with that CZ. Needs to get these frags. Oh, and he does cut off the head of Taz. He's looking for the next one. And he's just tapping away, running out of bullets. Neo, no health left. Titan may have just done this. They're so close. Neo, he's got 2 in the bag. And there, finally, Smith shuts them down. That was an amazing round, all off the back of the 1 Deagle and the Deagle sniper action. That is beautiful to see. And now Titan, they've given themselves a lifeline in what looked otherwise like a completely lost affair.
Yeah, they need to play solid as rocks for the rest of this. As you can see, both Scream and KennyS are just sticking with pistols for this round. Obviously, KennyS saving for the AWP, which could be the game changer if they can keep momentum in their favor here. And Scream, I suppose, he's probably just saving for an M4 rather than a FAMAS here. And
it's actually interesting, like you mentioned with KennyS, because if KennyS is picking up these AWPs, his style is definitely, he's going to have to be a bit, there's no buffer basically. What I'm trying to say is there's no buffer of rounds. He can't push in with a high risk of him dying and trying to make clutch. He has to play pretty solid because he needs to keep himself alive. Because as soon as that he loses his AWP or like early on in the round, and a hole gets punched into a site very quickly, that could just lose the game for them right there and then. Yeah,
he needs to dominate mid without getting picked from underpass, because if they lose 1 round, it's match point to Virtus.pro here. And Neo's last man standing with the bomb. Again, he's mid. Not going to last very long here.
They actually lost KennyS there. That's kind of annoying. He's going to have to... Oh, it doesn't necessarily have to rebuy. We can actually see... Scott actually got plenty of cash. So he's all right. Going to have that AWP. Yeah, he can't afford the helmet, though. It's just shy. I think it's just like 50 shy of being able to afford AWP and the Kevlar helmet. So it's a little bit annoying for KennyS.
It could be dangerous for this particular round because Virtus.pro are on eco and they've got P250s. But, on a full buy, they should have AK, so it's not really going to matter. But he is obviously at risk of being naded, which I think you take more damage from grenades when you don't have a helmet.
And he's definitely feared. I think Virtus.pro are giving a lot of respect to KennyS. Now, they know he's going to be looking for some cute angles here. And look at this there. Are they going to be creeping along short? Looks like KennyS is going to see some traffic here over in mid. There is Neo downed by KennyS. He's looking for the next one. Oh, and that's it. One bullet.
Talking about.
All you need. And the AWP is dropped. If Titan win this round, they need to pick that one up. But Scream is really low. Things don't look so great for Titan at the moment. And they're boosting up for that AWP. In fact, Taz has picked it up there. Taz could be a really annoying factor. Smith gets caught off guard there. Trying to go through. And the swap, they're palming off that AWP for that AK. MBK saving the round for them. And Taz is going to... He can actually do something here with this. Maybe get another couple frags to really make Titan's life horrendous. Because it's already a job well done for Virtus.pro at this point.
That was interesting from Taz. He was pushing pretty much solo there. They did boost him up with the bomb as well. He showed them the bomb there. Obviously, now he's on his own, so it doesn't really matter. We've got Titan leaving one guy CT, so he basically can't plant the bomb on A unless he kills him. They've only got one on B, though, and he's going for the B push here. So it's going to be a big money bonus if he can get the bomb down, but he's got to get it down fast because the flank is coming in thick and fast from Titan here. Doesn't get the pick on NBK, and someone's got to go for that AWP. Scream's got it, so KennyS is going to be good.
Yeah, that's a horrible position because, as you say, he knows the flank's coming, but NBK knows he just has to sit in a corner and just delay as long as possible because his mates will be there then, and then the plant will get stopped. So he just has to rush it. NBK is just such a horrible position. But we see Smith now picking up that Scar. It's in play at the moment. And it looks like he's going to be taking that to the B house, and that's pretty damn effective. Let's see, though, what's going on over here for Pasha. Just trying to pick mid there, and looks like the smoke goes down. So they have control of mid, do Virtus.pro.
KennyS, 70 HP here. If he could possibly die from one grenade here, if it kind of lands in his face. So he's got to be careful. As you can see, he's moved well away from mid, and he's gone over to CT of A, and is peeking mid from there. And we could see a B push here from Virtus.pro. Smoking off connector, so... loads of question marks for Titan here. Not really sure what's going on. Nobody picking mid, so we'll see who gets the first pick.
The Snacks is in a really good position to take down any flankers through connector if they decide to do that, but he can also go into A if they decide to go through the ladder room into A. And it actually looks like here's one onto short, but there is the Scar taking down Pasha. That's going to put the roadblock there on the road sign up there for short. No entry on B. Taz flashed out. Good teamwork coming in from Titan. The bomb dropped in mid. Looks like A is under control, but that bomb is just sitting there in mid. It's 2-on-2, and Smith's Scar is still alive and dangerous. Here it is.
They've got 30 seconds. I don't know if they're going to try this because the angle Smith has got, they are going to try it. Wow, that's brave. It was a good flash there to go for the pick, but they didn't get it. 20 seconds left, and that's the end of the round pretty much right there. It's 2 versus 1, and Existence is going to take him out. Now, the angle that Kenny S was shot at, he was standing on top of the toll booth. Now, sometimes when you shoot someone, your remaining bullets sometimes shoot their gun. And I was wondering if his AWP, it may have got shot off the map there, so they may not have been able to recover it, even if they were anywhere near it. He does have, however, an AWP, but it looks like, oh no, Scream's got an M4 as well, so it's all good in the hood on Titan's side here, and the momentum's still in their favor.
Looks like Scream is going to have a lot of fun this round. He's over in shadow there, ready with that incendiary. And I think they know, they figured it out at this point. So Scream's going to be ready with this. There goes the smoke. Ready with the M4. In the eco frags come. Nom nom for Scream. Going to eat all those eco frags up. And looks like Titan will shut this round down with relative ease. It seems like just Bialy left with that P2 Fiddy. And even using them with the incendiary. Those things are expensive, man.
I know, especially on CT side.
Yeah.
There's 650 on CT side and 400 on T side.
Expensive.
But they're so useful and not very explored. But obviously,
money there is there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good point.
Yeah, indeed. Not very explored really in this game. I mean, we've seen a lot of Molotovs from Complexity and Titan in particular, but not from so many other people yet. Hopefully we'll see them more as the game continues to develop and grow.
Are they going to challenge Smith here? This is not a smart idea.
Yeah, you can smoke onto the van from B apps. There are various ways to do it. I made one way myself. There are some videos of better ways to do it. So it is possible to smoke them off. But I haven't really seen it in professional play. But looking at how Smiths is holding B, it's something people should probably learn.
So they're actually swinging back here for B, and again, Smith is very scary. It is indeed, it has to be B at this point. And Titan, I think they figured it out. They just pushed T slope, so they know that this is coming.
If Virtus.pro push now, this is going to be their round, unless Smith gets a few picks. Nice flash there from Virtus.pro, and can Smith take anyone out? No, this is a bomb site. It's 4 versus 2. This is going to be match point unless Titan pull off a huge comeback here. Let's see what kind of retake strats they have. Again, Virtus.pro very, very good with the nades on Mirage.
So well timed there.
All the nades. They still got 2 more flashes as well. Gonna hold angles.
And that's it. 15 rounds for Virtus.pro. Titan can still... There's still hope for Titan. There is still hope. They have a lot of money still. So they're good on the economy. They're just not good on the rounds. They need to pull out 8 rounds in a row.
That was very nice adaptation there from Virtus.pro. And that's the adaptation I was talking about. The adaptation. Okay, there's an auto sniper. Let's just outnumber him. He can't shoot us all with an auto sniper in the same place, you know. And
their flashes are amazing as well.
Yeah,
they're really just.
They have studied this map scientifically, and I think Titan made a huge mistake trying to go up against them here on Mirage. As you saw when they played NIP last week, I think it was the first veto straight out of the bat for NIP. Oh, it's unfortunate for Screamer, just a bit late on the return fire.
It's actually a really smart way to kind of counter the smoke there. So pretty nice stuff coming in from Virtus.pro there, something that people can try at home.
Yeah, this Titan looking good for this round. They've got someone on short who's just, there you go, Kenny has just picked off Pasha. So the people in Connector for Virtus.pro are going to be in a lot of trouble here. And finally we get there and Screen goes down. It's a 3-on-3 here, but someone is sandwiching Connector. Neo does get a pick on the NBK though. Smithy coming from underpass, so maybe he'll get the refrag on Neo if he gets there in time. And there it is. It's 2-on-2. Kenya's looking towards Palace, but both guys are on site at the moment. Can Smith get the pick? No, they're well covered here.
Here they go in. They don't have much time. They need to keep the pressure on here. Get those frags. It's now 2-on-1. Just Smith left. It's got to be so clutch in this moment. There is, of course, one lurking CT spawn now to play for the sure thing. This is so difficult, and Snacks is going to pull it off. 16-7 final score. Virtus.pro are going to take down Titan on Mirage, and that was a pretty damn strong performance from Virtus.pro. They're looking very amazing right here, at least on Mirage.
Yeah, I think that was a masterclass from Virtus.pro.
Yeah.
I did say before the match started, the match is going to be decided by Virtus.pro CT side. You know, you need to get as many rounds from them as possible. They got 2 rounds. It just wasn't enough for Titan. They got started well on their CT side, but I mean, it was just too much. The mountain was too tall, too steep.
Yeah, just
too many
2 rounds. It's not really too friendly, is it?
No,
I mean,
no.
I'm probably gonna actually rewatch that demo at some point, just to see, you know, how Titan could have played that better, because those setups were so strong.
I think it's. I mean, a lot of the study is, if you look at the map, where Virtus.pro were placed, how they played 3 on A. They had one that was kind of a kind of connector. And the timing on their smokes, everything was very, very deliberate on Virtus.pro's side. They didn't throw smoke straight away. A lot of people will throw smoke straight down to lower A at the beginning of a round.
Yes.
But they waited a good 20 seconds. They kind of timed it where the opposition would be all positioned to throw their smokes and so on, and then they throw their smokes out. So if they do kind of push with a normal timing, then you know they're going to be running through smoke. Then they had the flashes coming out as well. When Titan did throw out all the flashes on A, for example, they had the counter flashes timed perfectly.
Yes, yeah.
People were running through. They were facing the wall. They were getting shot on the side of the head, back of the head, just all over the place. It was brutal. But Titan didn't really push B. And again, one thing I think as a whole in a lot of professional teams play, like you saw when Smithsy was on CT, he was standing on the van. You can smoke the van. There are multiple ways to do it, but I haven't seen it once from any professional team. And if you put that smoke down, and you put a smoke down where you're covering shop windows, so you can't get shot from there. You could also put a 3rd smoke down. I think Adren X iBuyPower recently made a video showing how you smoke windows, so you can pass apps without getting sniped from there, and 1/2 of short as well, so you can't get sniped from the close side, you know. And then you can kind of approach B the same way you would maybe approach A, but obviously on a smaller scale. So you know, there's a lot of study that needs to be done on the B side for all teams. And
I think grenades is probably one of the, like you're kind of talking about there, because that was all about grenades. I think it is actually one of the definitely the biggest points about that, because not only were they so spot on with the grenades, but they played so. They adapted so well to the situation. Their game sense is so good. And maybe the calls are so good. They know they're very conservative with the grenades. They only use them if they are absolutely necessary. Because we can often see like teams, you know, just, I know I'm just going to throw a smoke. Okay, when my smoke runs out, you throw a smoke. They weren't really doing that. They play it based on if the need is there. And that allows them to have their perfect use of the grenades. You know, it's even better then because they always have grenades available. So it's really, really, really good stuff. And you're right. We didn't really see many like fakes or anything from Titan either. There's definitely a lot to play with. So yeah, we could probably talk about this for quite a while. But I think we should go to a quick break because we do have more awesome matches coming up. We actually have Virtus.pro again, but they're going to be playing Team Global, which is of course the lineup with Dennis and Co, Olaf Meister and all those guys, awesome guys. You know, Python longer there, but they're pretty damn strong now with Dennis in the mix. So stay tuned for that. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you.